hello and welcome back to our weekly gold challenge recap. This week we did a bit better than the other one. Not as good as last week, but almost. I'm just quickly doing some pet battles here. It is super late as usual. I'm just trying to make the most of Super Squirt Day while it is here in the EU, so don't mind me doing that in the background. This week I spent some time letting my auctions expire, which sounds really bad, and it is really bad for gold making, but let me tell you why. I was trying to get them on a schedule. I basically was, up until now, opening mailboxes and reposting auctions at all times of the day, and it was just absorbing so much time, and I was tired with it. I wanted to be able to open my mailboxes once in the morning every day, relist my auctions, get my gold totals, and be able to do more concise daily updates for the people on my Discord. If you would like daily updates, I now do that on our Discord channel dedicated to this. You'll find the link below. But so what I do is I let everything expire, and then I spent every morning this week reposting things in the morning before our usual stream time. And I took the time to get everything reposted, and I'd open my mailbox, I'd take out all the gold that I had in there in that morning slot, and I wouldn't touch it again until the next morning, so I let it sit overnight. It works a lot better for me. It means I can get those clearer totals and things, and it's just much handier for me. It takes less time, it's less stress. I'm enjoying it so far so good. Let's keep it up next week. I also moved a few characters into my vault bank. I cleared all the random stuff out of my vault bank. I had a whole lot of reputation tokens, I had a whole lot of anchorage things, I had a whole lot of transmog bits and pets and the toys and things. Took all of it out, and I turned my bank into purely a materials vault, and I put some of my non-roleplay characters in there as well. If they had crafting professions or whatever, I dumped them all in there so that they can share that mats pool between them. So I'm hoping that makes crafting a bit easier this week coming up. If not, at least I know where to look for stuff when I need it. So I'm hoping that helps as well. What we're going to do this coming week is I'm going to concentrate a little bit on trying to get some more recipes, because coming up in March I want to start making our own TSM groups, and to do that I want to concentrate on crafting my different professions and the things that I want to craft. I'm going to streamline that list. I'm going to cut it down to literally a handful of items from each profession that I want to focus on crafting. But to do that I want to work out which ones are profitable, and I want to make sure that I have as many recipes as possible to work from when we do that. So I'm going to concentrate on some recipe farming this week, as well as my usual crafting and all that kind of thing. We also last week sold our jeweled panther at last. Been sitting on it for about 2 weeks now. Finally sold that. That was the bulk of our profits this week, so I would like to try and make another 1 or 2 of those this week if possible. I also want to make some more vials of the sands this week. I've gathered up some of the materials for it over the last couple of weeks, just here and there, so I want to get that together and get that done. I've got 2 golems. I'm sitting on 2 golems, so I'm okay on that front, but I would like to see if I can get a few of the other engineering mounts and see if they're viable to make and things like that. Those are the kind of things that I want to look into before we go into making our own groups. So I'm going to look at that this week too, I think. But yeah, down to the numbers. This is the second time I'm recording this, friends, so bear with me because my brain is now all over the place having done it once. I recorded it without audio the first time. Just midnight things. This is what happens when you film at midnight. Also, next week is time walking for TBC, so you can do some TBC instances. Those time walking tokens can be used to buy pets, mounts, reputations, and also I think one of the toys is maybe available to put on the auction house, but I will check that and get back to you in the Discord. But yeah, it's really easy to get 500 tokens just by doing one instance on all of your alts. 500 tokens each, easy peasy. Super handy, so I'm going to be doing that this week as well. Remember, Love is in the Air is still on if you want to pick up any of those pets and mounts. I believe those can be sold as well if you want to get into that market. They're quite pricey on the tokens though, so it depends how much you like grinding charms. But if that's your thing, go for it, friends, while it's active. Make sure you're grinding your rockets as well. I think that's it for this week. I think that's it for the week coming up. So it's going to be a busy one. Oh no, I've messed up this bottle. Dang it. Dang nabbit. For our numbers this week, friends, on account number 1, we made 209,000 gold and 875 as well. But on account number 2, we made 11,000. The 11,000 was purely just bits and bobs, vendor things, just trash items. One of the things that I did last week was when I was consolidating all my auctions, my crafters sell my crafted items. That's just how I've always done it. But I had noticed that I had like 4 different characters selling various random things, and I wanted to streamline that process a lot so that I wasn't trying to post auctions on just so many characters. So I sent all of my vendor stuff and grey stuff to one of my characters on my second account, and I sent all of the greens and other miscellaneous non-crafted stuff to the other character on my second account, which balances out reposting those on one screen while I'm reposting my crafted stuff on the other screen. So that 11,000 was purely just random miscellaneous junk. I think I saw one of them was one of the carefully wrapped cupcakes for something well over 1,000 gold. So those kind of things added up to those sales. The 209 that I made on my main account, 130 of that was the Panther mount, and the rest of it was just random crafts throughout the week, just normal crafting, bits and bobs selling over the course of the week. I did also spend quite a bit. I spent about 60k this week. I spent 10k on a bank tab. I spent 10k on the Voldunai reputation mount because I had exalted with those guys. So that was 20k down. The other 40k I spent on materials. Again, I always pick up certain things when I can catch them cheap. So I spent a lot of money on that as well. So we were 209 profit, but we actually made closer to 300k this week. We just sank a bit of it into other things as well. But these are things you have to do. But yes, that's what we made this week. We came out of this week at a total of 221,255 gold, giving us a running total of 1,023,336 gold. We have finally made 1 million. It's about week 6, I think, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty good for for the super casual way that we make gold. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can do next week. Fingers crossed, guys. Let me know how you are doing. Let me know what you're selling, how you're selling it, your running totals, how much you've made so far this year, down in the comments below or in the Discord channel. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I'll catch up with you next week. Happy hunting.